here?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So, Coyu, hi.
Hi.
We are very pleased that you accepted to take part to this Into the Van interview, and this for two reasons. Because first, we have a lot of respect for everything that you do as a DJ and producer, and second, you will not believe it, but after 1 month spent this summer in Ibiza interviewing DJs from all over the world, you're the first Spanish to get on the van.
Okay. Okay.
También, Coyu, ¿cómo estás?
Muy bien, muy bien, muy bien. Yeah, thank you for having me. Ibiza it's Spain, but it's not Spain at the same time. In terms of, you have people from all over the world,
Yeah.
and even the promoters are not Spanish at all. They are from Germany, from UK, from Italy, but it's difficult to find Spanish people in Ibiza.
Yeah, we figured that out. For starters, could you introduce yourself in a few words?
Well, I'm a DJ, producer, and I love cats.
Oh, you do.
I do.
We're just picking you up from your hotel to driving you to the Gaskessel, while you will be playing in a few hours. Do you know the place? Have you ever played
Actually, no, this is my second time in Berne,
there? Okay.
but I never play in this venue.
So this is first time.
Yeah.
You're traveling a lot to play, and we saw that you'll be in Zimbabwe in 2 weeks.
Yes.
Is that also going to be a first? Or?
Yeah, I'm gonna be my first time in that part of the world. Well, not in that part of the world, but in that country. Yeah.
Okay. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm very
Really?
excited. It's an adventure. I love to play in those places where techno music is not very popular.
Yeah.
A few years ago, I played in Angola, so in
Wow.
Africa as well, in the south of Africa, and it was an incredible experience. I really love it. So yeah, I'm very excited to play in Harare for the first time.
I guess that, like many DJs, you adapt the way you play to the crowd, the way you feel the crowd, and I think the crowd must be different from one location to another. Say, I guess you won't be playing the same in Ibiza or Berlin. So what about Zimbabwe? Do you know what to expect from there? Have you got an idea of what kind of set you're gonna pull, or are you just
I'm gonna be myself. I don't wanna be a cliche and play African stuff. You know,
Yeah.
when I play in South Africa, on other African countries, I try to be myself. I try to play similar kind of music that I used to play everywhere. For sure, every city, every country, every party is different, so I don't play the same stuff all the time. So probably in Zimbabwe will be different than in Berlin, but yeah, it's gonna be myself, and I'm gonna play music that I could play in other places. Only trying to make something special, trying to make people understand the kind of music I'm playing, because probably techno music is not very common there. Actually, I'm even the only techno DJ in the lineup.
Okay.
So yeah, it's gonna be pretty exciting to play there and see what the people like, and if they
How they
like
respond
my
to
music.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be, I guess it's gonna be fun. Our own concept, Into the Wild, is to produce videos of techno sets into plain nature without any audience.
Okay.
What part would you say nature takes into your everyday life?
Well, I love nature, and I feel that I need nature. I need nature in my life all the time. That's why I live in front of the beach.
Okay.
For me, the sand and the beach is a key part of my life. Not because I spend too much time on the beach, but probably because I'm from Barcelona. I'm a Mediterranean guy. I have that feeling that I need to be close to the sea, be near to the beach. When I'm out of Barcelona, when I'm in a city without beach, I feel sick. I don't know why. It's very strange. It's very weird, but I love to be surrounded by sea, even if I'm not a great swimmer and I don't spend a lot of time on the sea, you know. So it's just it attracts me. So I need to be close to the sea. So yeah, that's why I'm living in front of the beach. I can hear the waves of the sea from my bed.
So would you say that nature, so maybe the sea in that case, is a part of your inspiration?
Absolutely, for sure.
Yeah.
It's part of myself.
Okay.
It's part of my life, part of myself. Yeah.
And what would you say about the connection that there can be between nature elements and electronic music? Do you see that they're related in some way?
Yeah, for sure. It can be, especially in some specific music, like house music. It can be very organic. Techno is a little bit different. I think techno is more connected with the technology and with the I don't know, the industry. You know, it's more metallic. It's not that organic. Okay. So probably it's not so close in that way, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it has to be amazing to play a techno set in the woods or in the forest.
Yeah, it is really amazing. It creates something that you feel in harmony with everything that surrounds you, and yeah, it creates really something. And when you travel, when you go to other countries, do you have time to enjoy the environment there?
Sometimes not. You know, traveling is hard, so it's difficult for me at least, it's difficult to sleep out of my bed. So when I have some time, I try to rest. But yeah, I love to spend time doing some sightseeing. But yeah, sometimes you have like a tight schedule and it's difficult.
Yeah.
But if I have some time and I'm not too tired, I try to do some sightseeing and visit the city or the place where I'm playing that night.
And for example, when you'll be in Zimbabwe, will you have time? Will you take time to?
Yeah. I'm gonna be like one day before.
Yeah.
Because I want to see some lions to go to kind of sanctuary that they have there in Harare. So yeah, I will try to do some tourism.
That's cool. Yeah, it's super cool. Spain definitely has some wonderful landscapes of its own, and I guess since it's your native country, you might find it's the most beautiful country of the world. But have you ever been amazed by some place you've been when you traveled other than Spain?
Yeah, well, many places. Probably one stands out, or a couple. I really loved to spend some time in Machu Picchu in Peru.
Oh, okay.
It was a wonderful experience. That place has great energy, a positive energy. Because when I have been in some Mayan places, like in Tulum or I don't know, I think that the energy that those places has are way more negative. Probably because the Mayans were like big warriors. So they spit a lot of blood. So they were not that positive like the Incas. So yeah, I don't know. I felt very connected with the Machu Picchu. So probably it's one of my favorite trips and I ever had.
Okay.
There are some other great places, but probably Machu Picchu stands out.
This one is one that really amazed you.
Yeah.
Okay. This summer we've been taking part to the press reception of the DJ Awards in Ibiza. If I remember correctly, in 2016 you got the record label of the year
Suara,
for
yeah.
Suara. And this year there was a strong ecological feeling with the DJ Awards with their theme No More Plastic. What could you say about that?
No, it's great. I'm vegan, so for me, how we treat the animals and how we treat the world and how we treat our body, it's very important. So for sure, it's great that our industry, our scene, embrace those good things that these days are trying to change the world, like the animal activists, the environmental activists. I think that it's fantastic that the house and techno scene decided finally to take a better approach to these things that are so important in our society these days.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice to see that they're doing something. I would like to ask you, have you got a memory of your first gig, the first time you played? Could you tell us how was it? Where was it? How did you feel that time?
It was very interesting because it was in a place called La Cova, that it means the cave, and it was in a natural cave. I played in the terrace of the venue, and it was a psytrance party. Okay. But I didn't play psytrance. But my friend who booked me, it was a psytrance DJ. So they were doing a psytrance party there. So I played in the terrace, and I played some dub and minimalistic techno. It was super good because that place, the La Cova, the cave, is like in the middle of a forest.
Okay.
So it was during the summer, and it was very hot, and everybody was out having fun, and yeah, it was a party to remember, especially because it was my first one. But yeah, I have very good memories of that night.
And is there a moment when you felt everything was changing, where you think, okay, this is gonna go big, I'm taking off? Do you remember?
Yeah, sure.
What was it?
It was in 2009, 10 years ago, almost 11 years ago. We released a track, me and my friend Berne, we released a track called El Baile Alemán, which means the German dance, and that track exploded. It was the best-selling track on Beatport in that year. Okay. And we were pretty young. It was my second release ever. For Edu, probably the fourth or the fifth, or something like that. But we were very, very young, very newbie in the scene. So it was incredible. It changed our lives completely. After that track, we released it in many big labels like Dynamic or Great Stuff or Rejected, Saped. Actually, in that year and the next 1-2 years after Rebellion Man, we released it in every single big label in the world. So yeah, it was a key moment on our career, the beginning of everything.
And now that we've been talking about the past, can we talk about the future? Have you got plans? Is there something right now that you're excited about, that you want to tell us something about, or maybe not tell anything because you want to keep it a surprise?
No. I a couple of months ago I released my first album, You Don't Know, and after that, actually the week after I released the album, I started to make music like a crazy. I spent 2 months working in the studio like a maniac, making 2 tracks per week. Actually, I never have been so inspired and so happy working on the studio. So yeah, I have a lot of tracks to release now. I just need to find a good home for all of them. And yeah, I'm very happy because sometimes working in the studio is hard. you don't get confidence, no, you don't are in the right mood, and I don't know why, but I was completely in the better mood to make music. I never have been so ideas were flowing all the time, so I was making like a extremely fast, and that's not that common, at least for me. So yeah, 2020 is gonna be a good year, I think.
Cool. I was gonna ask you what created that inspiration, but you say you didn't
I have an
really know.
idea. No, I just thought that I had to make music, and I wanted to make music, so I did it. I don't know. Probably the album has been a very intense project. I have been working in that album for 7 years. So after releasing, I got relief. You know, it's like a
Okay.
yeah. I did it. So now let's do something different. Something yeah. Actually, the music that I'm reading right now, it's pretty different to what I did in the past. It's yeah, it's a stronger, faster, harder, and it the right music for the kind of music I'm playing these days. Sometimes, as a DJ and producer, for me at least, it's difficult to be on the same level, playing the same records that the music that you work in the studio. For some other artists, it's totally different. They make the music that they want to play, but for me sometimes it's like I'm not confident enough to go farther and to express myself on the studio in the same way that I can express myself on the dance floor, on the DJ booth. So yeah, that's why I'm happy, and that's why I think I have been so inspired. I decided to go for it, and I did it, and I cannot wait to show you all the music that I have been working on the last 2 months.
Well, we cannot wait to hear it also. Thank you very much.
Oh,
It
my
was a
pleasure. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Now.